Hey guys, Jen here for healthluminary.com. Before I jump into the topic that I'm going to be talking about today, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the lives that have been lost in the past week. You know, it's been a difficult week for everyone, at least here in the continental US, if you're viewing this internationally. But I have hopes that we're going to move forward and find a resolution to this matter. But I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the lives that have been lost in Dallas, in Minnesota, and in Baton Rouge. And my prayers go out to the family and family of the victims. So I just want to take a moment and acknowledge that. It's been kind of difficult to just, vlog about what I need to be vlogging about, since we're all affected by this. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So today on the vlog, I'm going to be really up close and personal with you today because we're going to be talking about the poop. Yes, it's a subject that I don't shy away from, and it's actually a subject that I often talk about initially with my clients. And why do I do that? Because your poop tells a lot about your gut health. It tells a lot about you because what you eat is what you're going to put out. Okay, so today it's going to be some, maybe some funny stuff, but that's cool. I just think that we all need to be comfortable talking about this because it concerns your health, right? But today, by the end of this video, you're going to learn what to look out for, and you're going to understand why you need to pay close attention to your toilet bowl, and don't just dump and go. And you'll know what your poop is telling you. Because I'm going to tell you the 7 types of poop, okay? And I got all this information from this book, How to Eat, Move, and Be Healthy by Paul Chek. It's a very good book. And I will also provide you with some other resources in the link below and also directly to the blog on my website. So let's go ahead and dive in. Poop is basically consisting of 75% water, and the rest is dead or live bacteria. There could be some cells in there and also some mucus. In fact, there's also a little bit of blood, but not noticeable in the naked eye unless there's just really something wrong. But there's going to be a little bit of blood there. It's, it's about maybe less than 2% that you will see. That's not noticeable. There's basically 7 types of poop that you need to look out for, okay? And I will give you the very first one that is, I think the best, the ideal one, the one that we all need to shoot out for. And by the way, everybody at least once in their lifetime have had these 7 types, okay? We've all had it at one point in our lives. So one thing to look out for is the color. You want to be looking out for the size and the shape. Does it float and sink? And also, you got to be looking out for the odor. You got to take a whiff of what's in the toilet bowl. Believe me, the odor says a lot about your poop, okay, and what you're eating. So the first one, if you are seeing it in the screen here, we call this the POOPIE policeman because he is the ideal poop to shoot for, okay? This poop has a nice brown color to it, has a good shape, all right? And it's one of those that it's not hard to pass. Yes, it doesn't feel like it's a cannonball when it hits the water. No, this one, when it dives the water, it's like a whoosh. It's like a whisper. It doesn't splash, okay? It doesn't just splash everywhere. This is the ideal poop. This is the kind of poop whose owner is eating whole and real foods, not a lot of processed food, is properly hydrated, okay? And the smell, I'm not saying it's going to be minty fresh, but it's going to be like an earthy smell. And once you flush it, it's the smell doesn't linger. It goes along with the flush. It's gone. And it doesn't travel into the hallway. All right? That's an ideal poop. And is that it has a good shape to it. And the surface is smooth like a sausage. Okay? And if you will actually look closely, it resembles the shape of your lower large intestine. Okay? And rightfully so, because that's where our poop usually goes to. So this is really the best poop that we all need to strive for, right? So I give this a thumbs up. So the next one is called the flasher. The flasher is the one where you will see some food particles in your poop. It still has a good shape, and the color is about medium brown, medium to dark brown, but you will see some food in there. And this may be signaling that you may be having some food intolerance. And when that happens, you may actually have some inflammation in the gut. So what you may need to do then, if you see this, is that you want to try to get rid of that. You want to try to fix it. And it may mean that there is some low acid in your stomach, which you call the hydrochloric acid, or HCl. Also, you may be lacking some digestive enzymes. So there are some digestive enzymes that you can get. You can even ask your doctor for digestive enzymes so that you can help break down these foods. Here's the next one that everyone, I'm sure, has had, and that is the diarrhea type, the runny type. Okay, it's not so pleasant to see, but okay, let's get rid of it. Anyway, at one point or another, you've had diarrhea. We've all had diarrhea, and this kind of poop, it varies in color, of course, and it has no shape, definitely, and of course, it stinks up the whole place. This is indicative of the fact that your body has got to get rid of this toxic. Something is toxic, and it needs to just get it out of your body. And so you may end up with, diarrhea for the next few hours, and it may even go into days. The best thing to do at this point is hydrate yourself, since you're losing a lot of water here. And you may need to re-inoculate, because part of that process when you're just trying to get rid of those toxins is that, remember, there's going to be some beneficial bacteria that's mixed in there, most likely. So you want to do is you want to re-inoculate with some good probiotic supplement. Up next is the pebbles. Okay, this particular one is going to be hard to pass. I mean, you're going to be straining to get this thing out so bad. And they typically come in little pebbles like rocks, but they can also be seen compacted together. The pebbles are compacted together, and the color can vary, generally medium to dark brown. This kind of poop means you don't have enough water, you're not properly hydrated, and you're lacking some beneficial bacteria. So what you want to do is properly hydrate yourself, drink some purified water, and again, some good probiotic supplement will be good to have. And fiber. Eat some starchy vegetables, fibrous vegetables. And in addition to that, you can also take some psyllium husk. So the next one is the bodybuilder. This one, the diameter is very big. I mean, it's bigger than the poopie police, and typically dark brown in color. And you will often see this poop amongst people whose diet is filled with processed protein. So for example, like protein bars or protein shakes. Okay, so I recommend switching from that to whole foods, like get your protein from grass-fed pasture-raised meats or wild-caught fish, and that should take care of that poop. But you don't really want to have that kind of poop chronically, because it's kind of hard to pass as well. Think about it. It's pretty abrasive. Not a lot of nice smooth surface area. It's pretty hard to push out. So, you know, you would want to get some relief from it. The next one is called the Olympic swimmer, and the reason why it's called the Olympic swimmer is because you see this one floating in your commode, and typically the shape of it, it's very thin, and it's pretty odoriferous. I'm just gonna put it like that. The color, pay attention to the color. You will see that it's mostly pale and probably even gray. It's not medium to dark brown. And the reason why you need to pay attention to this poop if you see it is because it means that you're not digesting your fat well. Okay? You may, for folks whose gallbladder has been removed, because you're lacking the bile to digest that fat, to emulsify it. And finally, we have the stinker. As you can see, this thing is not looking good. This poop is not looking good, you know, and it stinks really a whole lot. This is the kind of stinkiness that is occupying the hallway, even though it's gone. Even if you flush this thing is still in the hallway. You know, that's the kind of poop this is. It's not good to have. So what this means is that if you have a diet filled with processed, refined food, not eating organic foods, you have a toxic food. Basically, you're probably mostly eating GMOs, genetically engineered. And this thing will sink to the bottom of the commode right away, and they're pretty hard to flush. These jokers right here will leave us skid marks, so that's not good. This is the kind where you will often like flush, not just once, but probably 2 times or 3 times. So the best thing to do with this one is change your habits, change the diet. Avoid processed and refined foods. Eat some organic, real whole foods. Hydrate yourself. And then take a look at the stress. You know, stress is also playing a significant role on your bowel movement and the shape and appearance of your poop. You know, assess your stress loads and see where you can reduce it. We want to try to strive for the first one, the first poopie police. Okay? That is all of them. That is all of the 7 types of poop. You have no idea how many takes I had to do with this, okay, because I kept laughing in the beginning, but okay, it looks like I'm gonna be able to finish now. So hopefully this video is helpful. Again, I will leave some resources in the blog. I will put the link down below. And again, How to Eat, Move, and Be Healthy. Very good book. This is one of the first books that I've actually ever read when I got into, into the health field. And it's a good recipe for living a healthy, happy life, really. And you can find the information that I just provided you today, mostly in this book, but also in the resources that you will see in the blog. That's it for now, guys. And until next time, you guys take care, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for viewing this. It's not good to have, and they kind of stink. Next one is the bodybuilder. Oh my gosh. And again, it's kind of hard to pass. It's pretty bigger than, it's bigger than the ideal poop. Can you imagine that? You know, it's